Well, Chad and I got a later start because we knew that it was going to be cold, but holy Jesus.
It's cold.
It's cold. It is way too cold. I don't know what we're doing.
I'm actually, right now, I'm almost sweating. About time to get this thing kicked up. 17 layers.
We're going to go and try to find bait.
No, we're going to find bait.
Yeah. Well, I'm dreading the ride. That's what I'm dreading. I know I can find bait. It's just the ride.
If it was easy, everybody would be doing it.
I mean, we could go to that one spot. Jason said it was tough, but you never thought in Florida that you'd be layering it up like this, but you got to do what you got to do. Stay warm.
Bring it if you own it.
Yep, because you can always take it off.
You look like you're going to do a sumo fight. It's going to blow up balloon thing. Is it Jason?
I don't think so, but it might be.
Woo, we ready.
It's 9 o'clock in the morning. We're bundled up like this.
Come on, man.
So
my cheeks
stupid.
Are stinging.
Stupid, stupid, stupid.
You feel it?
No. As you can see, we got the bait chummed up. The water is crystal clear today. We're sitting in 7 feet of water and I can clearly see every ripple on the bottom. Let's see how spooky they are. We got bait.
Yep. Bait's on the horn.
I'm gonna need your help. No, up on top.
1, 2. Dump half of this on the floor just to make room. Lighter. I bet he's full.
Yeah, he's got a hook in his mouth.
Yeah?
Yep.
Who's not? Well, it has to be yours. I haven't broken off. Look at this belly.
Yeah, that's a fat fish right there. He's been eating good. Come on, man. My pinfish was as big as he was. What the hell? Huh. Yeah, it's a thick one. What's happened is we've had to jump around a little bit today. We started off shallow thinking these fish would be fired up in shallow water, but unfortunately they really weren't. I caught that 23 7/8 inch grouper, and other than that we caught a couple small ones, but so I told Chad, we stopped at a couple of shallow water spots, and I told Chad, I said, man, I think we need to switch it up, and I think we need to go out deeper. And we came out here and we're 45 feet of water, and sure enough, the bite's been pretty good since we've gotten here. So we're probably going to work deeper water today with this high pressure. I'm actually shocked that we're... All right, let's try that again since I was rudely interrupted by the battery going dead on me. So anyway, we jumped out to 45 feet of water. And what I'm looking for today, to be honest with you, is more rocks. Because it seems like the more rocks that there are, the more heat it retains down there. I'm guessing, because this happened last year and we have a tendency to do better in rocky areas. So when that water temperature starts to drop, we try to find some rocky areas and fish those, and sure enough, we're fishing in an area that has some rocks. We're showing some fish, and so we've been catching fish here. We've caught them on cut bait, live pinfish, live maharas, live white bait. So they've hit everything. So we're gonna fish this area. Chad hasn't got a hit in the last couple minutes, so we may have to move a little bit. And that's what I always kind of stress, that is, you don't want to, if you get hit and all of a sudden it stops hitting, try a different bait, try something a little different, and if that doesn't work, then you want to move. Don't sit in a spot too long.
What? An eyelet dry rotted off.
Ooh. Chad hasn't used his inshore rod in so long that his eyelet dry rotted right now.
It's been a little while, I see. Look at there, I fixed it.
Woo-hoo. Sometimes with the fishing gods, you got to take what the gods are going to give you, and they didn't want to give us grouper. We caught a few, but not a lot. The bite was just bad. When you have high pressure like this, it makes fishing very difficult. We're at the end of the day, and I knew it would warm up just a little bit, so I told him, I said, let's run inshore and see if we can't catch some fish. So that's what we're doing. There's a bunch of snook in here, so we're going to catch some and call it a day. But fishing after a front, as I've talked about before a front is awesome, because the fish are putting on the feedback, that low pressure system's coming in. So if you can get out and fish before a front, it will be pretty good. Now after a front, especially the day after a front, is very difficult, because a lot of high pressure comes in and it builds overhead, and what it does is it puts pressure on the fish's stomach, and
I wished I got that one.
It makes them feel like they're full, so they're not willing to eat. And a lot of times what they'll do is they'll hunker down and they won't move very much. So that, with the weekend the way it's shaping up, it looks like it's going to warm up, which I really like, especially for inshore. For snook, redfish, and trout, I like the warm-ups after the fronts, and that's exactly what's going to happen. So it should be a pretty good weekend fishing wise. But we've got a lot of snook, so I'm going to get back to fishing. Double snooker. Well, folks, the bite was so bad out in the channel for grouper that we finally just called it and decided to come in and fish inshore. And even the snook are just mouthing the bait. Not used to this casting stuff.
It's a little foreign.
Come on, take it. Oh, come on.
Better one.
Not bad. Good job, Chad. Chad is on again. Snook it.
Another one blew up right behind the work.
Yeah. Funny thing we realized too is these fish do not want it hooked in the nose. They want it either belly hooked or hooked in the tail. They won't eat a nose hooked fish. It's really weird, but again, that's what we do when we come out. No matter what kind of fishing we're doing, we always try something different. Like Chad immediately put on a belly hooked fish. I had one that was hooked through the nose, casted a few times. He made one cast with that belly hook and was immediately hooked up. Just like I am. Mine was hooked in the belly, so one's kind of active. No, it's not. Double. Oh,
Nope.
come on.
A swing and a miss. That one was staying down like a...
Yeah, like a red at first.
Boucher
Boucher
release.
Woo, it's actually getting warm. I have like 4 layers on.
You gotta have more than that, 'cause I got 4.
No, I've got 4.
Or even one.
I've got 4.
Put on a tight show. You sure you can handle? We be
Swing
faster
it.
than Django. We can take my Lambo. I'll put on a tight show. You sure you can handle? We be faster than Django.
So all I do is I take that bait and we hook it right in the belly just like this. And he's ready to go. Again, even when you're inshore fishing, what you want to do is you want to change up how you're hooking your baits and present it to him differently until you find out what the pattern is. I know I always talk about the pattern, but you definitely want to do that to find out how the fish want to eat. On.
I'm on, but
He's a little
it ain't worthy.
Come on, man.
Ooh, look at that beast.
That's a monster.
That's a good sign right there. That means there's trophies nearby. Is he bigger if he...
Mm-hmm.